Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Futon Talks. I am your host, Christopher Midling, joined as always by the man with a mind made for Mookie, Joshua Castro.
Gosh
How
darn
are
it.
you?
You son of a bat. Thanks, Chris. I'm glad to be here, as always.
It's nice to see you. I like your Cuban shirt.
Thank you. I like your pile shirt, as it were.
Thank you.
And we love our sponsor, Liquid Death.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And we really like our patrons. We got a new one this week.
Whoa.
Cody Stevens, so thank you very much.
You're the best.
He has joined Emmett and John
in the
in
family.
making us very rich men.
That's right, baby. Making Patreon very rich people. Hello.
You can join them too on patreon.com/futontalks. But yeah, what are we talking about today, Josh?
Man, besides talking about how amazing our patrons are, we're talking about the 1989 highest grossing film, Batman, directed by Tim Burton, our favorite person, I think. We love that creative mind. And yeah, oh my gosh, we're doing it.
Should we just jump right in? Three words?
Oh, baby, we should.
Do you have 3 words for
Dude,
Batman?
I have so many words. You go first.
Okay.
I don't want to be a downer.
I have wild. I have flair.
Oh.
And I have confident.
Yes, certainly confident. Painful. Burton. And not Batman. No, I'm joking. Not Batman isn't one of them. Like dissonant. Like tonally dissonant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so dissonant, Burton, and painful. You may be able to tell I really didn't enjoy this movie at all to any extent. I found it very hard to watch the movie. At certain points, like I just like started picking up my phone and I'd start reading something and then I'd be like, no, I gotta watch the movie. Phone, watch the movie. Phone, watch the movie. I'd like find excuses to go to the kitchen. I just didn't enjoy this movie at all. It makes me feel bad though, because I know you like this movie.
I forgot a lot about it. Let's say that.
Was the last time you saw it when you were a kid?
Maybe like teenager. Like maybe 15.
Your lobes hadn't connected.
It's been a while.
You were still operating on the amygdala.
I still am.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. We'll get our liquid death going. Get it done early.
Kill your thirst. We're not actually sponsored with them. Please be patrons.
I think it's murder. It's murder your thirst. Yes,
excuse me. I feel like kill your thirst would be better.
Commit liquid slaughter.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Are you Liquid Snake?
I am.
We know who that is. Anyways.
I did enjoy this movie. Not for the right reasons, maybe.
Yes.
I was laughing a lot of the time. And maybe I wasn't laughing and maybe I didn't enjoy it, but I was constantly puzzled and constantly like confused is a bad word, but
baffled.
Yeah, I was
just befuddled, baffled.
Yeah,
like
it constantly had my attention.
It's like a fever dream.
Yeah, it really is. It is sincerely a fever dream.
How did this happen?
So, okay. You want me to give a quick thing?
Is it possible to give a synopsis of this movie? I think
so. Okay, so.
Okay, this movie is like someone vaguely described Batman to Tim Burton.
Yeah.
And he just like...
He's like, okay.
Yeah, I get it. It's like he watched one episode of Adam West Batman and then just Tim Burton fight it. But I want to hear your synopsis. Like
I'll try to be quick about it because this movie is longer than it needs to be.
It's
2
so
hours
long.
It's really long.
It just keeps going, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. So what we have here is a pre-Joker Jack Nicholson who is like cheating on, or not cheating, but he's sleeping with his boss's girl.
Grissom is the guy.
Yeah, Grissom.
It doesn't explain who anyone is.
No, it's fine.
Which is fine.
So he's sleeping with his boss's girl, and then the boss finds out and basically rats him out and, double crosses him. And there's a bunch of other stuff that Jack Nicholson's character is doing, but I won't even get into that. And then 20 minutes into the movie, we finally get Keaton as Bruce Wayne, and he's a pretty normal looking dude. Doesn't look like a Batman.
No.
But he is Batman.
He is. He looks like he should be like in the Ghostbusters or something.
Yeah.
That's what he makes me think of.
He there's this big raid that's happening that the Jack Nicholson's character is going to do, but it's fake because he got ratted out. So Batman's there, Jack Nicholson is there, and there's no treasure or money wherever they're trying to get, right?
Yeah, you'd think there would still be money.
There's nothing. It was just like paperwork. He's like, we've been ratted out, boys.
Watch it. It's going to happen. All these like great New York accents.
Yeah.
Well, all the thugs do. No one else does.
No one else. No one who lives there.
But it's comical New York accents. Like,
yeah.
Hey, boss, I think there's nothing in the vault.
So bad.
You want to get a hot dog?
But yeah, Batman basically turns Jack Nicholson into the Joker by he ricochets his bullet into his face.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's like pretty intense.
And then his glove slips and he drops him into a vat of acid. So you think Jack Nicholson is dead. Batman goes and does whatever he's doing. There's this like reporter lady who is infatuated with bats, who for some reason she disses on Bruce Wayne in one scene, and then the next scene she loves him. And like, yeah, she even says at first sight she knew that she loved him, but she was like really talking crap on him.
I was surprised that the Knox guy, he's this reporter that she's working with.
Oh, I hate that guy.
He's so annoying and kind of a jerk.
Yeah, he is a jerk.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah. But the thing is,
legs.
Yeah, hello legs.
Hello legs.
But it's like, so it's a reporter and a photojournalist, and they want to get like this big story on the bat, like this thing that's no one knows that it's a man in a suit. They think it's like
it's literally
a 6-foot bat for some reason. But then we find out that Jack Nicholson is alive. He goes and kills his boss who ratted him out, and he turns into the Joker. Pretty much, right? Like, he's like, call me Joker.
Yeah.
And then he is introduced into the music of Prince. And then he just causes a ruckus around the town. Not doing anything like evil or nefarious, but just like maybe a little devious.
He's just messing with people.
Just messing around. And then Batman kills him. Like, that is straight up like, oh, I guess he falls in love with Bruce Wayne's girl, who's the photojournalist.
Who Bruce doesn't seem to be like super interested in.
He doesn't want to hurt her, right?
Yes. And there's some like really weird scenes where like they go on a date together. Him and Vicky Vale, I think is her name. And like she gets super wasted and he hasn't drunk anything. And she's like, wow, why don't you take a drink? He's like, one drink and I'm gone. And then they go sleep together, and she's like passing out on the stairs, like she's not there at all. It's like pretty awkward.
I like this was back when like a sex scene in a movie was like they wake up fully clothed.
I know, in different beds, but it's like implied they had sex.
Yeah.
Like she talks about it, like I can't believe we slept together.
Yeah. But that was my very vague and quick synopsis, because there's a lot to get into that I don't want to just go over.
Yeah.
We need to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, this movie, dude.
Where should we even start?
Let's talk about the portrayals of the main characters.
Okay, I like that.
You know, traditional Batman characters. You've got Commissioner Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, he's just like
non-existent in this movie, pretty much.
I know, he's just like this weird chubby dude. And you got Alfred, who's hardly in this movie, but Vicky Vale loves him. And then you got Vicky Vale. Where the heck she come from? Anyway, she's like a totally new character, as far as I know. I don't read a ton of the comics. I've read some of them, but and then you've got Batman and Bruce Wayne, and then you've got the Joker.
Yeah,
those are pretty much the main characters.
Some other ones like Harvey Dent.
Yes, who I actually really like the casting for.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Got Lando back. It's good.
Yeah, and then who else is in this? I mean, we need to talk about Lieutenant Eckhart.
Yeah, I like the money sandwich he gets at the beginning. There are admittedly some pretty good interactions and scenes.
Yeah,
there's like moments of brilliance.
Okay, I'll just say one thing that I really like that this movie did.
Tell me.
It didn't start with an origin story of Batman.
Yeah.
It brought it up later on, but also not to like give you an origin, but to tell you like, oh, the Joker killed his parents. Spoiler alert for a movie that came out in 1989.
They did a good job too of casting a guy that looked like a young Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's Jack Nicholson as a child.
Yeah, if he was like almost 25 years younger.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And I loved your word confident because everyone in this movie commits to what they're doing. Especially yes. Jack Nicholson.
Especially.
Let's just talk about the Joker and Jack Nicholson.
Okay. How you feel? How you like him? I think he's a great Joker. What he is. It's like
he's the best part of the movie. I think.
Yeah.
Like, to me, honestly, Batman is just like, why is he even in this movie? But yeah. Jack Nicholson is, especially when he's like serious Joker, he's really good. And he's actually quite intimidating if you don't look at him. Because he just looks so ridiculous. But like, I like when he, and I like that he's going after Vicky Vale. I think that's actually good. I like when he is looking at her portfolio. He's like, crap. And then he finds like a picture of dead people in a war, and he's like, this one. This is art. He's like, I'm no artist, but this one is art.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that scene was like pretty effective, and I think he's actually really good. But like sometimes he makes fart noises. It dances to Prince. And they just don't work for me.
I gotta just say, I'm not a fan of Prince's music. And I went like, oh my gosh, as soon as I saw Prince in the opening credits.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I was like, why?
Why did this happen? And why did they think this was necessary?
It really makes the movie very goofy, knowing that Prince is singing in the background for about a quarter of it.
Oh my gosh. Because Jack Nicholson, or the Joker, starts having a goon carry a boombox, and like all the music in any of the scenes that he's in is the guy with the boombox. Even if it's just background music, like classical music, which I actually like.
Yeah.
But the scenes where he like has a dance number to Prince with his like nefarious goons,
his thugs,
they're ridiculous.
Yeah. His little posse, they're like wannabe Black Panthers almost. They're like, but they're all white.
I love that they have like patches of Joker on their. Like, when did they make these? They're like embroidered team jackets. They're amazing.
And okay, I don't want to get too far ahead, but I really like the Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I think when he's being goofy, it's kind of scary. Like, could you imagine having a villain who is really just playing with you, goofing off?
That would have worked better for me if the entire score was different.
If it wasn't Prince,
like Prince is a problem, and Danny Elfman is a problem.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the music in this movie is ridiculous. Yeah, it's just Edward Scissorhands. He'll be like dancing like da 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 da. It's like really weird.
Yeah.
But not in a good way. To me. Like when he's shooting the mayor, and he's got like the circus music going on.
Oh, I like that.
I
That
like
was
him shooting the
funny.
mayor that way, but the music just takes me out of it.
Yeah.
Like, just keep the music weird, but not like a circus. I really hated it.
But he's a clown.
He's not a clown. He's the Joker. Anyways. I hated it.
You're right. This is like the first Joker I can think of where he's not like called a clown, really. It's weird. I don't know, because like we know his backstory in this.
Yeah.
So like he's not a clown. He doesn't have like the, well, I guess he has the chatter teeth. Or whatever, the chattering teeth.
And it's implied that he's a clown. But like,
I guess so. But he's not.
but he's definitely not.
Is he just like delusional? He's like, I'm gonna be a clown now.
And why does his face just become a clown face? It's fine. I love
What
when he's
was
like,
that? That's from, because the ricochet I think went through his cheeks, right?
yeah, and apparently didn't do anything to his sinus. It doesn't matter.
Or his teeth.
Or his teeth. He's fine. I love when the guy at the plastic surgery is like, the nerves are severed. It's like, that doesn't mean that you would stay smiling. It means you couldn't smile. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's pretty gruesome when he gets shot in the face. I was surprised.
Yeah.
It goes,
I gotta say, his Joker laugh, that shot of him with the surgeon guy is really good, and his laugh is really good.
yeah.
He just never does it ever again.
No, when he laughs again, it sounds like he's genuinely laughing.
Yeah. The he ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to do it, but no, I like him. I feel really uncomfortable when he paints his face skin toned over his
Yeah.
white skin, because that's what it is. It's like he really has green hair,
And
white
white skin.
skin, red lips, but he has to do makeup to make himself look normal.
Yeah.
But that makes me really uncomfortable. Like seeing that smile, like the prosthetic smile with like normal skin tone.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no good.
So
I
good.
I like when he's doing the commercials.
Yeah.
Because he's like spread this, I think it's called Smilex. It's
yeah.
a chemical that does to other people what happened to him, but it kills them. And I love that he makes the commercial and spreads it around. I think that's really good.
Mhm.
He just does a good job selling that and that he's crazy. And I love that Batman's like, I know exactly how this works. It's hairspray, deodorant,
And perfume.
and perfume. It's like, what's happening, dude? But
yeah,
he's
I-
good though.
Oh, he's great.
But I think he goes too far into the ridiculous
When?
all the time, where it's just not scary. But I think it's partially the music's fault.
Yeah.
And his costuming is just too much.
he looks like a really cheap pimp.
Yeah. He looks like he's always wearing a Halloween costume.
Yeah. He has like always the checkered pants on, like really baggy checkered pants. And he has like that really big, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a beret, but
The giant beret thing. Oh, it's just, I couldn't take him seriously.
mm-hmm.
And like, I get that it's a children's movie,
Is it though?
but it's not,
I don't think it's a children's movie.
right? It's like in the middle. And I really just feel like it's just bad. It's like Tim Burton gave him direction and Jack Nicholson like committed and did a good job. But the direction was just horrible.
Mhm.
So it turns out to be bad. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's just like a bad idea.
I love the things that he does. Like, let's just talk about the museum scene really fast, where this is the first
dance
time
number.
that he like, yeah, makes them like, let's turn on some Prince. Let's strut in the museum and start playfully painting over the painting. And like the goons are really into it. Like they're smiling
They
and
love
laughing
it.
and like like I don't think those guys have ever been happier in their life. Painting
don't
over
think-
the Mona Lisa.
I don't feel like they were goons. I feel like they were art students.
For sure. I like, one of my favorite ones is one of the goons is painting over a ballerina painting, and he starts dancing like a ballerina as he's painting it. It's like, what?
It's amazing. It's like You don't need to watch this movie. Just look up the scenes that we're talking about, and you'll get the whole experience.
Or like, he makes a stupid observation. He's like, he sees a portrait of George Washington, and he like points at it. He's like, $1 bill.
Dollar bill. And he's like, I want to be on the dollar bill.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. I like when they paint the bust to be him.
Yeah, and he's like licking his chops. He's so happy.
He loves it.
He loves it. He's having such a great time.
All the goons are so excited to be there. And when they're mimes and no one bats an eye. Okay, so there's a portion where for the first half of Joker being the Joker, he's getting rid of all the other mob bosses.
Yeah.
Why? Who knows? But he's doing it. And to kill them all, what he does is he dresses all of his men up in mimes, and they love it. Yeah, they're really committed. Yeah. There's like 15 mimes, and all the mob bosses are like coming down the steps of like, I don't know, like the Capitol building, essentially. It's like this giant building for like government or whatever. Anyway, they're walking down the steps, and there's all these reporters that are talking to him. And then all of these mimes show up. Like at least 10 mimes doing a really bad job at being mimes.
Yeah, they're making noises.
Yeah, but they're trying, and they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then all these mimes at some point pull Tommy guns out of, I don't know where, because they were just wearing mime clothes, but they pull these Tommy guns out and kill everybody.
Or they don't even kill anybody. I thought they just started shooting the building.
No, I think they kill all the mob bosses.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Bruce Wayne like calmly follows them. It's really weird. It's like,
yeah,
so incredibly bizarre.
And like, there's the part where he burns a man alive with a little thing on his hand.
With like a shock
He
thing.
burns a man to bones with like...
He disappears. It's amazing. Oh, it's so weird. Although it's weirdly similar to the scenes with Heath Ledger in Batman Dark Knight.
Yes.
Right?
It is. This movie was basically The Dark Knight.
It really is.
Just if Tim Burton did it.
It's like if Tim Burton saw it and then dreamt about it.
Yeah.
This would be The Dark Knight, but his dream.
For sure.
It's super... I mean, he even drops the Joker.
Yeah, at the end of the movie.
Spoiler for The Dark Knight. But...
No, it's the same movie.
It's like they meet around a table. Something catches fire. He gets rid of the other mob bosses in a way. It's, a rivalry between him and Batman.
The movie
Batman
ends on a roof.
him. Huh?
The movie ends on a roof.
It does?
Of a building.
It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
I like his flower that he squirts acid out of.
What does he say? Like, get a whiff of my posy?
I know. I know. It is a really weird, uncomfortable thing he does.
Yes, it is.
He also destroys a lot of TVs.
Yeah.
With a really strong extendable fist at one point.
Or like a flare gun. At one point, he shoots it.
My favorite scene in this movie is when Batman is flying a plane through the streets of Gotham. And he misses with everything. He like shoots missiles. He shoots a machine gun. Can't hit the Joker. The Joker reaches into his pants and pulls out a gun the size of his leg. And then he just one-shots Batman.
Yeah. Out of the sky.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
This movie's incredible.
Yeah.
But it's also one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like, I hate this movie.
Uh-huh.
And I hate Tim Burton just so much. Like, it's like I'm constantly reminded when watching this movie that it's by Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Other directors don't have this problem. You know?
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes there's like a Spielbergian thing that happens in a Spielberg movie. But mostly it's not intrusive. You watch a Christopher Nolan movie, it's just...
confusing.
There's Nolan stuff, but it's not like offensively Nolan,
Yes.
But you cannot watch a Tim Burton movie without constantly being reminded you're watching a Tim Burton movie.
I wrote it down in my notes. It's really hard to digest Burton.
Watching this movie is like using a cheese grater on your eyeballs. Like, I hate it so much.
Yeah.
It's
like swallowing nails.
It makes me sick. Like, I hate it so much. I can't see another Burton-esque factory. I will kill myself.
Everything, even the computers, are like held together with lead pipes
Why?
and steam.
Oh, I just hate it so much.
know.
Like, no one will ever understand how I feel about Tim Burton. It's just the things he makes.
No, I'm with you, man.
I just hate it so much.
At least there weren't any like humanoid automatons like in Scissorhands.
I know. I'm so happy. That would have pushed me over the edge.
I definitely.
I feel like Warner Brothers had to be like holding him at gunpoint to not make the vats the Joker falls into like people. Like the heads of giant automatons.
For sure.
It's ridiculous. I can't stand it. It's like he almost did it too. It's almost
For
not
sure.
Burton-esque. It's like Gotham is almost a normal city. It's like they had a normal city, they looked away for like a day, and they came back and Burton had Burtonized it.
Yeah. Made the sky purple.
It has a Jack Skellington go across the moon moment with giant balloons releasing toxic gas.
Or the scene where it's the shot of the moon and then the bat wing goes up to make the symbol and falls back down.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, geez.
It's so Burton.
Yes, it is.
The best parts of this movie are when it's not Burton-y. Like when Jack Napier is just being Jack Napier.
Yeah.
It's like the day
Dude.
that he wasn't on set.
When like before he turns into the Joker, like the scene where he meets up with Lieutenant Eckhart in the back alley is like, ooh, this is like kind of intimidating. Like his goon, it's almost like a Darth Vader Boba Fett moment where Darth Vader doesn't have to do anything when Han Solo shoots.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that where Lieutenant Eckhart pulls a gun and then the goon just like gets right next to Jack and has the gun on him.
Like puts it over his shoulder. Like that scene was good.
It looked like it was his own arm too.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a good shot. It's like such an intimidating thing. I love Lieutenant Eckhart.
Me too.
He has the best lines in the movie.
He's hilarious.
But I only bring him up because I love the fact that Batman lets Jack kill him.
I know. There are several moments in this movie where Batman just lets him kill people.
So this is in the factory where Jack gets set up and Batman faces him and has like a tussle with him. And then Jack looks away and looks back and Batman's gone. And then Jack pulls a gun and shoots Lieutenant Eckhart. Not really fast. Like it took him 20 seconds to do it. And then after that, Batman is standing where he stood before.
It's like he laid down and just got back up.
Yeah, it's like he somehow just got in the shadows for a little bit and then just watched him kill him, man.
Like, why does he never do anything to stop crime?
I mean, should we just talk about Batman now?
Yeah, let's talk about the most boring Batman to ever exist.
In the very beginning of the movie, Batman witnesses a family being held at gunpoint, just like his parents. He doesn't do anything to them at that time.
He doesn't save them.
He doesn't save them. He waits for the goons to make away with the cash, and then he just scares them and leaves.
He doesn't even like get the money and bring it back to the family.
Or he doesn't like beat them up.
He just scares them.
He just scares them.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of mobility in that costume.
No, he doesn't. I love the aesthetic of the costume. Like, I love the yellow symbol, the yellow belt. Very cool.
It looks good in silhouette, you know?
Yes.
The costume itself looks good.
But when he's like just raising his arm,
Why does he do that? Over and over.
to look like a bat, and the fact that he can't even turn his neck, he's turning with his shoulders.
My favorite is when he looks up.
Yeah, it's like it's
Oh
a
my
terrible
gosh.
suit,
How did they not think of this?
and like the cowl is bigger than his face.
Oh my gosh, it's huge. Like, how did no one on set think, we need to make it so we can move his neck? How did this not come up?
I don't know.
It is so amazing. But so do we want to talk about him as Batman and then talk about him as Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, sure.
You can understand what he's saying. Big positive.
Yeah.
He's not, got a taco, like a scratchy like chip stuck in his throat.
Yeah.
That's a positive.
He does go to like a lower voice or the lower tone or register.
What are you doing?
It's not even that. It's like how I'm talking right now.
Yeah. It's not very, he's not doing a good job disguising himself. He gets shot in the chest multiple times and just like lays down for a bit and then like gets back up like nothing happened.
Wait, he gets shot with like a 9mm pistol. It's like he's getting shot with 5 12 gauges. he flies in the air.
Flies down. He doesn't do a lot of cool stuff in this movie.
No.
Like
and all of his gadgets suck.
And he routinely gets defeated by people.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a very effective Batman.
No.
A goon almost takes him out.
Yeah, if he wasn't like, let's take off his mask, he would have been shot in the face.
Like, that was... And there's the time at the end of the movie at the top of the bell tower when that dude totally defeats him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he grabs him with his legs and throws him down the tower. Also, Batman kills people.
Oh, for sure.
Like, constantly. He just...
There's like one part where he's like, he shows, like Tim Burton shows that Batman doesn't kill people. There's that one scene where he like ties them up on a string. But the other times, yeah, he's straight up killing people.
He's not worried about it. And he says out loud, "I'm gonna kill you," to the Joker. And then kills him. It's like, what? I feel like Tim Burton has never seen
or read
anything about Batman.
Absolutely not.
Like, isn't that the first thing you learn, that he doesn't kill people?
It's like his rule.
It's his one rule. The only rule is I don't kill people.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. Oh my gosh.
So when I wrote the word confident, it was partially because all the actors were like in their character and they were that set in stone. But it was how confident Tim Burton was at thinking he knew what Batman was. And he just like, no one was going to question him. He just went for it.
Oh my gosh. Like, no one on set has ever read a Batman comic, I swear. It was amazing.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of weird stuff in this movie that are like anti-Batman, you know?
Yeah.
Like, aren't you never supposed to really know the origin of the Joker or whatever? Like, he's always lying about it. Yeah, that's a thing.
Like,
not as important.
Even in like today's comics, there is no canon.
Because he always lies or like switches it up or whatever.
It's always like, I'm John Doe, you know?
Yeah.
It's nobody.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of things, but it's like kind of cool that he did do something for that. Like,
it's not that offensive.
It's kind of nice knowing that in this movie, in this universe, the Joker killed Bruce's parents. So like there is like a vendetta towards the Joker because Bruce figures out that he, with like have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
By just thinking about it. You know, he just remembers. Oh man.
So it's cool, I guess. But yeah. I gotta say his gadgets are the worst. They're so slow.
They're pretty lame. I like that he makes a zip line at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I like, didn't he? I don't, what? It's just like so the gadgets are so roundabout in their effectiveness.
I don't know how it worked, but it's like so this was in the museum. He was going to save Vicky because she was being like pursued by the Joker. This was during the Prince scene.
The first Prince scene.
The first one. I think it's the second one, technically. But then Batman comes shattering through the ceiling with a wire. Like, I don't know if the wire was Batman's or the set's wire, because there's clearly a wire holding him up. But he gets down there, and then he grabs Vicky, and then he shoots a gun, and it shoots 2 pieces of floss
across.
Like, sideways. And this is like making everyone in the room be like, what's this? This is like so futuristic and crazy. And then at like a mile per hour, they zip line down a set of stairs. It seemed.
They could have it was like not a long drop. They could have just jumped down.
And they were so slow that one of the goons almost caught them. Just jumping.
How much self-control do you think it took for Tim Burton not to make his gadgets people?
Oh, like little robots with legs.
Little robot people.
Like his gun would shoot, but then there's like a little wheel, like a hamster wheel with a little robot in it.
Yeah. Maybe for Tim Burton's sake, it was like little people inside his gadgets making them work like a machine.
I gotta say, speaking of things inside of things, why were the bats in his cave in cages?
No, right?
It's like, that's kind of messed up.
Come on, dude. Let's talk about Bruce Wayne being slightly messed up. So, like, he has the thing where he kind of date rapes her. Kinda. It's, like, vague and weird. And then when he goes to tell her that he's Batman, she's, like, interrupting him a little bit. He's like, shut up! And he, like, pushes her down.
Yeah.
And then he, like, acts super weird with the Joker. Where he, like,
he's like,
screams and smashes her pot. Like, why'd he smash her pot?
you want to go nuts? Let's go nuts, sir.
And then he gets shot. So it's like, it didn't even work.
Yeah, and so, like, when the Joker breaks into Vicky's apartment, Bruce, like, gets into the other room and then finds, like, a silver platter.
Which stops bullets.
And I don't even know where he was holding it when he did get shot.
He must have put it in his shirt.
I guess so.
And then no one could see that. And he took it out. So
luckily, he like, with his fingertips, he knows if, like, metals can stop bullets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was... And then, like, there's this... In that scene, he's, like, doing, like, a good cop, bad cop with the Joker. He's like, yeah, I used to know a guy. Bad kid, bad seed. And it's... Everyone's like, what are you talking about?
What's happening? I don't think the Joker even realizes he's talking about him. The Joker just seems really confused.
Yeah, he just shoots him.
Should have killed him.
Should have shot him in the head. Yeah, I guess let's just talk about Bruce Wayne. What a weird choice. I love Michael Keaton. Like, I think he's a funny guy.
Mr. Mom.
Not a deranged man who dresses up like Batman with his, like, little fro.
I know, his little fro. Why did everyone in this time period have, like, a small afro?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was the 80s.
This is true. Maybe got it permed.
But the only part that, like, the only scene where he's playing as Bruce Wayne, and I believe it really, is when he's in a black turtleneck with glasses on, and he's like in his cave. I was like, oh, that's like a Bruce Wayne, you know, like a serious Bruce Wayne. But it's Michael Keaton.
But it's just Michael Keaton. I like the scene when he follows Alfred Knox and Vicky Vale into the room with all the different armors.
Oh, that's when they diss him.
When they're being mean to him and he's right behind them. I think he does a good job in that. I like him in that scene. Because he's just, you know, unassuming.
It's very awkward. Mm-hmm. Very socially awkward. And maybe that makes sense because he lost his parents. So maybe Tim Burton was going for like an Edward Scissorhands type of thing.
I was like, my word for Michael Keaton in this movie is like socially stunted.
Yes.
Like he doesn't interact with other human beings in a normal way.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he has dinner with Vicky Vale in the room with the giant table. Oh,
yeah. It's very weird.
It's really weird. I don't think there's... And Michael... The thing is, the other thing about Michael Keaton as Batman is that it's like almost ancillary to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Jack Nicholson really steals the show.
I think he's the top billing too.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Because they had to like beg him to be in the movie.
Yeah.
To an extent where like they did some pretty weird things to get him in. And his conditions for being in it were like he got to set his own pay and he got to choose his own hours.
Wow.
It was pretty wild.
I mean, if I had to do the things that Jack Nicholson did in this movie, yeah.
How did he... Like, what happened? How did it become this way?
I don't know.
But that's all I have to say about people. Besides, like, Vicky Vale is kind of a stalker.
Oh, the character?
Yeah. She, like, stalks Bruce Wayne when he says he doesn't want to go on a second date.
Yeah, it was I mean, she immediately finds out that he lied about leaving town.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's...
So it's okay.
The first thing. But, it is a little much. Because they just had a one-night stand.
Yeah.
But she loved him at first sight, even as she was making fun of him.
Yeah, it's like...
But before we get further, another thing that I think connects all these movies is that it's the same Alfred in all of them. Like the 4 movies.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's the same Alfred.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
What do you think of Alfred?
I just want to talk about Lieutenant Eckhart. My favorite character, who's only in it for like 20, 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He is the dirty cop.
Yes.
He's not a good guy. He's very slimy, very vocal about how he feels. Vocal. I love some of these lines. He says, "They're drinking Drano, and they slipped on a banana peel."
Yes.
I guess that's all I had written down.
I like when he's mean to Alfred Knox, and he's like, something, he insults him. He's like, "You can quote that in your stupid paper."
Yes.
It's a good line.
Something like that. But
I hate Allie Knox so much.
Oh, he's the worst.
He's so annoying.
He's like Jimmy Kimmel. If Jimmy Kimmel was in 1989.
Why is he in this movie?
I don't know.
He's so like, he seems like he's going to be a big thing in it.
What's he usually in?
I don't know. Probably like daytime TV.
Or like,
this guy's annoying.
He is very annoying.
He says like, and he's constantly hitting on Vicky Vale, and she wants nothing to do with him.
Yeah, he's like, I'll buy you dinner tonight, and we'll talk over the papers or something like that. But it's just the way he talks.
Oh, he's so annoying.
Hey, how's it going?
I hate him.
I hate because he always has like his recorder on.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to get like, can you get that on?
Put that on record.
Put that on record. Yeah. Very annoying.
He's horrible.
Like to the point where it takes me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Almost as much as Prince does, but not quite.
He's also like weirdly ungrateful. He's like, "Hey, Bruce, can I get a grant?"
Yeah, and then gives him one.
He gives him a grant, and then the second he walks away, he's like, "That guy's a loser." Like, what's wrong with you, dude? He's so mean.
He's like Bruce Wayne, more like Bruce Vane. Because he looks at the mirror, which is full of like 30 really outdated cameras.
More than one camera? Why is one camera not enough? I don't understand. They're all pointing the same direction. It's like so weird.
Well, it's because each camera is connected to each TV.
Oh, you're right. That makes
sense.
sense.
And he has to look at 8 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be enough, but since they're connected with the lead pipes, it really helps.
And this is so great because, like, you think of Batman now in his Batcave, he has this really awesome high tech screen. Yeah. All these things, like in the Nolan Batmans, he can see like people through like telephone signals and like can see through walls anywhere in the city. In this, it's like he has a VHS tape and he rewinds one of the cameras to eavesdrop on something that happened an hour ago.
Like forever ago.
He's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the Axis refinery or something."
Axis Chemicals. Yeah.
It's so silly. But I don't know, where do we go from here? Because I got a couple things. Some wild things.
Yeah, just go for it.
Okay.
I mean,
can we talk about the guy with the dual swords? The guy who's on crack.
He's like just swinging wildly.
He's screaming, swinging, not in like a figure 8 like you would, but just like up and down.
Like, what? Why was there no like stunt choreographer in this movie? They're just like, take these swords and just swing them.
Yeah. He's like something out of the Ninja Turtles or something.
Oh my gosh.
Batman beats him up.
He kicks him.
He kicks him. And then he makes a return doing like somersaults and flips in the end of the movie.
And then he just falls through the floor. He's just dead.
Into the floor. Into the bottom floor. He kills himself.
He just dies. Oh my gosh. And then the other dude tries to kill Batman and like succeeds. Batman like tries to throw one punch and he like gets thrown through a wall.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The movie's wild, man. And then like there's the whole Joker parade where he's throwing down like $20 million, but they're all fake bills.
Yeah, they all have like Joker's face on them because he wanted to be on the $1 bill.
Yeah.
And like, why did they let him make this parade?
Yeah.
Why didn't they stop him?
Because he promised $20 million.
You're right. And then he starts poisoning everybody.
Yes.
It's amazing. This movie is just the most ridiculous movie I've ever seen. It's crazy. But what points did you have that you wanted to share? There are a couple background tidbits I could share. And then I kind of wanted to.
I like there's another couple of lines. Or there's one line that I liked besides the I'm of a mind for making mookie.
Like, what does that mean?
I mean, I know he means sex, but mookie?
But like, I'm pretty sure nookie is the word.
But he says mookie.
He says mookie.
Or mookie.
Yeah, he says mookie. It's not even nookie.
It's so weird. But then he says, don't ever rub a man's rhubarb. What? It's like, has anyone told you to never rub a man's rhubarb?
I'm going to start saying that to people on the street. And I'm going to promptly get arrested.
I guess we should also talk about, like, the reason Jack killed his boss, you know, or, like, betrayed him was for the boss's wife?
Yes.
And then he turns her into a... I don't even know.
Like, this is the thing. She wears a mask because he, like, does something wrong to her face.
Is he trying to make her into Vicky?
Dude, I don't know. He just messes up her face, but she looks fine.
Like
she looks like she has like a mask on her face.
Yeah.
Like the burn marks or whatever, they look like they're just like, you know, like one of those masks you wear to like a masquerade ball. Mm-hmm. She looks fine.
It's just so weird.
And then
like
he kills
she's
her.
Like on heroin or something.
And she's like acting super weird. I do like the scene when he has her mask and he goes into Vicky's apartment or whatever and he like smashes it. That's like a really good scene.
Yeah, I like that scene too. Oh. So the scene like after Batman saves Vicky.
Yes.
For like the first time.
Oh.
And she wakes up like without like in Alfred's house or whatever. Mm-hmm. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The dude, my guy Batman, throws bats in her face to make her like faint. Like, don't you remember that? Like he swings his cape around and then bats fly out. And she wakes up the next morning.
You have something else I want on you. He like throws bats in her face, reaches into her bra and takes out like video recordings. What? Or the film from the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. It's a crazy movie.
Wow. Ooh. And the Batcave is pretty much just a platform for the car.
Yeah, it's just like the abyss from Dark Souls, but with a platform for a car.
And I like that he lets her get so close to the edge before he says
she
anything and turns
dies.
the lights on. Like, she could have just died. She's like, she's standing on the precipice.
Yeah.
He's like, watch out. Turns the lights on.
Yeah, watch out.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Not a great Batman. Not a great Bruce Wayne. Jack Nicholson is good as the Joker 3/4 of the time. Prince is in this movie. Tim Burton ruined it by being a part of it.
Yes. I like the Alfred. He's just an Alfred.
He's just fine.
But I like how he just has like a guest house.
I know. And I like that he really wants Bruce Wayne to get married.
Yes.
Granted, I think that's a common theme among all Alfreds. They're like, why don't you settle down, Bruce?
So how old do you think Bruce is in this?
Oh.
30? 40?
Going into 40. But that might just be because Michael Keaton's old. Or old looking. Because he's balding. Like you can tell he's losing some hair up top.
How long has he been Batman? Because in the beginning, the goons are like, who are you? It's like, I'm Batman.
And I love that.
He actually made that on the spot.
Wow. He said, I am my character's name?
Yeah. It wasn't on
Wow.
the script. He was supposed to say something like, I am the knight.
It's just it's supposed to say some Burton-esque thing.
Some terrible emo kid.
I am the darkness. I am the darkness inside of you,
I am the pale
brimming
knight.
with anger. I am hatred and love at the same time.
I am
I
Johnny
am
Depp.
Gotham. I am death. That's what Burton would have him say. You know, slightly.
But it just makes me
Slightly
think,
good.
like, has he taken this long to become Batman for, like, people to know that what he is?
Yeah, he's not making a big difference. The cops have never seen him to this point.
Yeah. I am a little upset that Dent wasn't in it enough.
I know. I thought Harvey Dent was going to be a
Really,
part of this movie.
Just, it kind of wasted that whole thing.
I know.
Because it was kind of an important part in the beginning.
I know. He was like giving speeches and stuff.
Yeah. I love his character.
I'll also say, I love when the goons that are like assaulted by Batman at the beginning of the movie, when they're questioned about what they saw, instead of saying, there was a man who said he's Batman who scared me, they say, he's a supernatural force, a 6-foot-tall bat.
Yeah.
Why do they think he's supernatural? Like, he's obviously a bat. A man. He's a man.
He's a
Am
man.
I them?
You see
Like,
a man's mouth and jaw
talking to you
and eyes
in English.
in English. Yeah. He is humanoid. He picks you up with his hands and his arms.
He's obviously a guy
He
in a
breathes
suit.
into your face saying he's Batman.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand.
And he has some sort of compassion because he lets you rob that family.
He doesn't even take the money. He just lets you have it. That's fine. Just tell people about me.
Yeah.
What a bizarre experience.
Yes.
And people liked this movie.
I mean, I still like it.
No.
This
This movie's bad.
but only because of how crazy Jack Nicholson is as the Joker and how weird it is to have Michael Keaton as a Batman. I love the scene when Vicky Vale is looking at him in the Batmobile and she definitely knows it's him and he like flashes the light in her eyes so she can't see.
Oh my gosh. Like, there's just weird things he does that are just like slightly rude.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh, what do you think about the Batmobile?
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's a bad Batmobile.
It's not my favorite.
It's Burton-esque. So,
And that sticks for the next 3 movies.
how?
I don't remember. Oh, wait, no. I remember the Batman Robin one. It's pretty much the same design where, like, the wings are in the back and it's really long, which makes no sense.
I hate it.
It's like they're driving yachts on roads.
Why are they all bat-themed vehicles? Like, I get that he's the Batman,
Yeah.
but
The
like
Batwing.
everything has wings.
Yeah.
Even like his zip line has wings. Like, what is? Ugh.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's great. I love. Oh my gosh. There's one part where he could have killed Vicky. This is the part where he almost also could have died. It's when they're escaping and like the cars are chasing him. And like, so they get out of the Batmobile because of
reason.
traffic. The traffic
It has
was
like
bad.
magical shields, but it can't turn. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah, it has to use like its own grapple hook to turn. But they like start running through the alleys while the goons are chasing them in cars.
Like a car that is roughly the same size and width as their car.
Yeah.
So they could have just driven down this alley.
Yeah. But they get to a point where he's like, hang on. And he shoots the grapple into like the bridge above them. And then they go up. And then for some reason, he decides to go back down. And he's like, here, take this. Don't let go. She could have slipped and died. But luckily she did. But he falls down into a dumpster. And then the 3 goons like punch him and kick him and like aim guns at his face. Like, this was the worst decision you could have made in any circumstance. Like, leaving the girl alone in a very dangerous situation and then falling like 5 stories into a trash can where there's people with guns.
I love that he asks her before they go up. He's like, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
She's like, 108 pounds. And then he drops. He's like, You lied about your weight.
It's like you weigh more than 108.
Oh my gosh, this movie's insane.
It is insane.
Why can Batman not fight off 3 goons when falling from like a great height? Because he's not a dude. He's a superhero. In this, he's just Michael Keaton.
In like plastic or in like a rubber suit.
Where he can't
turn. Can't really lift his arms up unless he's like clenching his cape.
I feel like the cape is what lifts his arms.
Yeah.
Assume the position. It's so bizarre. I think it's time for fast ones,
I think so too. I'll go first, or you want?
Yeah, you give me yours because I've got a bunch of pretty quick ones.
I have like a couple quick ones and then 2 questions to think about, kind of. What would you have said instead of "I'm Batman"?
Man,
if you just saw these goons rob a family, and then you pick them up, you scare them really bad, and you have to say it in like a kind of submissive tone.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? I don't know, man. Like, is there anything that's not ultra edgy you can say? I am the knight.
Rub my rhubarb.
You're about to get your rhubarb rubbed.
Hope you like posies. I hope you like Mookie.
Just whisper in his ear. Mookie. But you gotta be more a little, like you're a little scared. Not sure of yourself when you say it.
Yeah.
Mookie.
Just like stutter into it. It's like, do you like Mookie?
I mean, money. Oh my gosh. I mean, if he were a good Batman, he would get the money back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this friggin' movie.
But you're right. There's like nothing you could say that wouldn't be like edgy.
I mean, I am Batman is probably the only thing you can say.
Yeah. Because like, I mean, Batman Begins kind of does it with the "swear to me."
Swear to me.
Does he ever say "I'm Batman"? I feel like he does it at some point.
He has to say it because the jokes that came out of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like almost impossible to understand. Where is she? Swear to me is really good though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or just yelling Rachel's name.
Rachel.
Okay,
oh
so
my gosh, I can't wait for Christian Bale.
would you rather drink Drano or rub a man's rhubarb?
Oh, drink Drano all day. I don't want to rub the Joker's rhubarb.
Okay, fast one. Obviously. Clearly it's a fast one. Alternate reality. Who directed this movie? Who did the soundtrack? And who are the main... Let's just go Joker and Batman.
Bill Murray is the Batman.
That's perfect.
The Joker. I mean, I want to say...
Is it Robin Williams?
Robin Williams. Because he was almost cast.
Yeah.
So you got Bill Murray as Batman. You got the Robin Williams as the Joker.
And then you got Michael Jackson.
Yep. You got Michael Jackson on the soundtrack. And it's being directed... Oh, who's the...
I was thinking a perfect... I had this thing come to my head when I was writing it down. Tim Burton and Sam Raimi are like cut from the same cloth, but Raimi is like more appeasing, more digestive. Like,
yeah, he doesn't have the style.
He has the style without going too far to the point of putting needles in your eyes.
He also can make a good movie.
He makes good movies.
I could see Sam Raimi. But
Sam Raimi wasn't making movies at this time.
Sam Raimi, but he's done a lot of cocaine.
Yes.
Like, he's really high.
Dude,
the
what was
entire
that?
film.
There's a movie that Sam Raimi did before Spider-Man with Liam Neeson.
What?
And I
Batman
remember watching
Begins?
it. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Darkman in 1990.
Darkman.
And this movie is about Liam Neeson as like a burned victim who fights crime. But he's a really bad vigilante.
Wow.
Like kind of evil almost. Like he kills people.
He's
Liam
Batman
Neeson.
from this movie.
It's Liam Neeson.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
But yeah, I think Sam Raimi would.
I could see that. A coked up Sam Raimi.
With Bill Murray, Robin Williams, and Michael Jackson.
Dude, it'd be perfect.
Okay. So a similar question. Let's say they were doing, like a 2029 Batman, but it has to be Burton-esque. Or let's say Burton is making it again.
Why?
Who are the actors and who is the musical?
The Weeknd is doing the music.
Oh, The Weeknd?
The
Or
Weeknd.
Macklemore?
Oh, stop it. Macklemore's been dead for like a decade at this point.
I was thinking,
Cardi B.
let's say Michael Keaton is the Joker.
Back. So he's just Batman
But he's
again.
the Joker. And then you have Vince Vaughn as Batman.
Why, Vince? Dude, it's Seth Rogen. He'd have the best Batman voice. I am Batman.
Yes.
And James Franco is the Riddler.
He just like sexually assaults women.
What if James Franco plays Bruce Wayne and Seth Rogen plays Batman? Oh my gosh.
Or what if it was Dave and James? So like every time Batman or Bruce Wayne is Batman, he's like 2 feet shorter for no reason. That's good. I like that.
And I want Logan Paul and Jake Paul to play Harvey Dent.
Each side, like CGI their faces next to each other.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
That'd be amazing.
Okay. Well, that's all my fast ones.
We cast the perfect film. All right, I got some amazing ones for you here. Would you rather be cast in a Tim Burton movie, so you're working with him constantly for like 6 months, or have lunch with Tim Burton for the rest of your life once a week?
Oh, how long's the lunch?
It's like an hour.
Like an hour lunch every day?
Yeah,
for the
and
rest
it's
of my
like
life?
intense.
Is he paying for it?
You're going halvesies. And also, if you're working directly with him, you're like working with him.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like 24/7, 6 months.
Yeah, Tim Burton all the time. Sorry. You're like, you
6
can't even
months.
escape him in your dreams. Like, you're dreaming of spending time
It
with
has
him.
to be 6 months in hell for me.
I love that. 6 months in hell instead of just a smattering of it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I think I agree.
That's really tough. It's really tough.
They're both
Because like I
bad.
could ignore him for an hour every day while he's talking. Like at some point, it just is just white noise. Like you don't even realize it.
Dude, you're sitting across from him. These guys mashed potatoes and peas. He's like creating machines out of them. He brings in his own fork to eat with. It's also
He has a
freaking
fork
straw.
that's like connected to a hamster wheel, and he's like using a fishing
It
pole.
feeds him. He's just like,
yes, yes. Maybe I would do the lunch.
maybe I'd like it, actually.
It'd be entertaining.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'd have lunch with him.
Plus, you would begin to ignore everything he says.
Man, maybe it would change your perception of the world. What if you began to see things the way he sees them?
Yeah. Because, like, if you spend enough time with someone, you start becoming like that person.
That's true.
It's a dangerous game.
It's a scary thought. Sorry. Would you rather eat
Eat what?
Would you rather eat Frankenweenie or be in a relationship with Michael Keaton's socially stunted Batman?
For how long?
You're in a relationship, man. I think Frankenweenie is like kind of sentient. So do you eat Frankenweenie or be in a relationship with socially stunted Bruce
I
Wayne?
mean, I would, I would be with Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I'd eat Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
The dog's gone.
I just imagine the dog is made out of maggots
I mean,
and like cloth.
it could be better than like him abusing me slightly.
Slightly.
It is slight. I mean, it's not.
And he's
super
really
bad.
rich.
You know what?
He gives you grants.
You're right. All you have to do is ask.
And I'm sure you can make him awkward by saying something.
Every camera has, or every mirror has a camera behind it, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
I kind of like that. Maybe you're right. I'd do it for the money.
Because, like...
It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. You just have to, like, live with him.
He won't even want to be around you.
That's true. He's always fighting
crime. After the one-night
crime.
stand, he just leaves you alone.
He'd probably be off, like, pursuing Frankenweenie all the time. You'd be alone.
Yeah.
In the mansion with Japanese armor that does not look Japanese.
Japanese armor that is, like, from Warhammer. It's like samurai armor with gas masks.
Why didn't they just put samurai armor there? What was the deal with that?
Tim Burton touched it.
Gosh. Well, I like that. That was a good answer. Very well thought out. Thank you. Would you rather be stalked by Vicky Vale or work with Alfred Knox?
Stalked by Vicky Vale.
Every single day of the week.
That's easy.
And it's not because she's Vicky Vale. It's because I hate Alfred Knox.
Yes.
I couldn't deal with it. Would you rather live with Jake Napier or live with the Joker?
Jack Napier. Because I don't want Prince playing 24/7.
Just to escape Prince.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think you're more likely to die with the Joker.
With the Joker?
But it'd probably be a much better time. Like, Jack would be a really bad roommate.
Oh, for sure.
He'd be really mean to you. He'd probably eat your food.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Joker, you know.
He would constantly try to, like, sleep with whoever I'm with.
That's true. Granted,
And
Jack did the same thing.
This is also true.
Just don't get married to a blonde person.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Oh, what a bizarre man. Watch another Burton Batman or wake up from this nightmare.
Burton Batman.
No. Wake up.
There's more to this fever dream.
Oh my gosh, you told me that earlier today, and I almost lost my mind. Like, the thought that somehow another one of these was made, and that I have to watch it now because we started this?
Dude, I have to tell you right now, in hindsight, like, that movie is wilder than this is. It's, like, goes to some crazy places.
Dude, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the next one. And we're going to go watch it probably right after this. Like, I don't know if I can do it.
I wonder if it's longer or not. I want to say it's shorter. I could be wrong, though.
Wow. Well, look that up while I ask you another question.
Yes.
I pray that it's shorter. You don't agree with this, but this lame Alfred or any other Alfred ever?
Any other Alfred, it doesn't matter.
This Alfred is just like he was like Tim Burton's grandpa. He was like brought him in.
Tim Burton's brother, probably. It's just being around Tim Burton aged him so greatly.
It's probably actually just Johnny Depp.
You want to know something that you're gonna hate? It's the exact same length.
Oh.
2 hours and 6 minutes.
Why? That is the exact same length, weirdly enough. Who's the cast? I mean, Danny DeVito. Is he the only change up?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay, yeah,
Danny
she's
DeVito.
Catwoman.
What? You got Christopher Walken.
What? Okay, is this movie going to be good?
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm excited for this. Are you sure it's directed by Tim Burton?
Yeah. I am positive.
I could have sworn.
Tim Burton, director.
Okay.
Music by Danny Elfman. So it has to be.
Freaking Danny Elfman, you are way too whimsical. Just calm down. I cannot stand
Yeah,
his
just
music.
chill it out with the Narnia stuff.
It is just too much. I got another one for you.
Oh, yeah.
Live in this Gotham or live in Compton?
Live in Compton.
I feel like you're more likely to die in Gotham.
I feel like I could find a living in Compton, not in this Gotham.
I know.
I feel like everyone in this Gotham is homeless.
Everyone.
But they just roam around this like weird city owned by Batman.
It's like, what's going on in this city? Like, it's so incredibly bad.
Yeah. There's like smokestacks everywhere.
And
There's no building safe from Industrial Revolution.
It's mechanized Gotham, man.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Scary place.
Would you rather never stop smiling or lose the ability to use your neck?
Oh my gosh.
So pretty much be in the Batman costume or be in the Joker makeup.
Does it have to look like Jack's?
Yes.
I'd rather not move my neck.
Me too. That was a wise choice.
Move my neck.
Yeah, he looks so bad. It's pretty... I think the funniest moments are when he looks around. They're just amazing.
Especially Up.
Oh, here we go. Murderous Batman or Dancing Joker accompanied by Prince?
Like, what's, like, in what context?
Which one do you like more?
Oh.
Or which one would you rather be around?
Oh, Murderous Batman.
I mean, you could steal from anyone you want. He's not going to stop you.
Yeah, Murderous Batman.
I feel you.
There's that one scene where the Joker imitates a ballerina statue, and he does this terrible, terrible dance. It's really makes me really uncomfortable.
Also, when he's dancing with Vicky Vale at the end, why is she like pretending to be lifeless?
Yes.
I thought she was knocked out. She's just like flopping around.
She's like a rag doll.
It's so weird. Like, she's not trying to push away from him. She's just like...
Yeah.
It's bizarre, man.
It's really bizarre.
Prince or MJ? Which one would you rather listen to, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson, for sure.
Every single day of the week.
Dude, I cannot stand Prince.
He's just bad Michael Jackson. Shut up, Purple Rain. No, I
hate that song.
I don't understand, because I really like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's some great music.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been a pedophile. Probably was. But
great
still
music.
A lot better music. Fantastic. He's the king of pop, baby. Grace hates him.
Hates Michael Jackson.
How can you hate Michael Jackson?
I can understand not liking his music, but to hate...
And her mom, I don't know if you listen to this, Monica, but she despises Michael Jackson. She hates his music.
MJ's mom. I was like, what?
Michael Jackson's mom hates him. But it's really weird. I've never met someone that doesn't like Michael Jackson.
How can you not like Off the Wall?
Dude, it's so good. Oh, I really like Michael Jackson. So,
or Beat It. How
I
can
know.
You hate Beat It.
You got Bad. You got Thriller. There's so many good songs, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
What a weird world we live in.
Yes.
Could you kill Batman?
This
If
one,
so,
yeah.
How would you do it? Just aim for his face?
I would spill Drano and put banana peels everywhere, and he'll be like a turtle. He'll fall and not be able to get up.
I would strafe.
Yeah.
Because he can't turn.
Yeah, just get to the sight of him.
What if you're behind him?
Then it's easy prey.
It's easy prey. Just push him. He can't like bend over even.
You're right. Yeah, just push him over something.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Easy prey. Who would be easier to kill, Commissioner Gordon or the Joker?
Commissioner Gordon.
You just have to surprise him. He'd have a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although the Joker's pretty squishy in this movie too. I mean, like anybody could have just shot him at any point.
Yeah, that's true.
Granted, they could have shot Heath Ledger too. But you know what I mean? Like weirdly, no one ever tries to resist the Joker. Ever.
Well, not when he has Prince on a boombox.
That's very intimidating. You're right. It's protecting him. All right, this is my last question. This is a discussion ender, as it were. How does this fit into the overall Batman experience? Where is it ranked in the pantheon
Of all the movies?
of all the movies? Including the Adam West TV show, which I've seen some episodes of. Batman, the animated series with Mark Hamill. I've seen that a bunch. I've seen all the Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan movies. I've seen the Batfleck movies. Actually, I haven't seen Justice League, but I've seen Batman v Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually have not seen the sequel to this because that's why I'm still sane. And I've seen clips from the George Clooney Batman.
What about the Val Kilmer?
Haven't seen it.
Wow. That's the one I'm really excited to get to.
Is Val Kilmer the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or is
No,
that the George
that's
Clooney? That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know. This movie's so wild. I feel like it might be right in the middle. I don't know. Because I don't think Batman in the Nolan films is very likable.
But I mean like the movies as a whole.
Oh, the movies as a whole?
Yeah, where does it rank in the pantheon of the movies? Not this Batman.
It's better than Batman and Robin. It depends on like what defines better, because there's like so much nonsense in Batman and Robin that it's hard to not look away watching both of these movies. It's hard to not look away, for me at least. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with mid. It's better than Batman v Superman. For sure.
I don't know. That's a bad movie, but this is a very bad, confused film. I think it's a bit better than that movie. But by a hair. No, I hate this movie. I like Batman v Superman more, and I don't like that movie either. I just have such a special hatred for Tim, man.
Yeah, Tim really ruins this movie.
It really bothers me. Like, just the buildings. It just ruins the experience.
I almost want to say that the Batman Forever is better than this.
I feel like that speaks to the general quality of Batman movies. The fact that this is somehow in the middle.
This is all before Nolan, who this movie changed Batman movies forever, and then what we perceive as Batman on the screen
and brooding.
Yeah,
for the time, I don't know how. But.
Socially awkward middle school Batman, and then I feel like Nolan was the next change. This is the Batman that we perceive today. Mm-hmm. And we're still getting a dark, mature story that's grounded. With this Robert Pattinson, it looks very much like it could be a Nolan film, or not a Nolan film, but it's still dark, realistic, grounded, whatever. These older ones really embraced the campiness of it, mm-hmm. and just made it weird. This movie just takes camp and just makes it really awkward.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like a fever dream, like you said.
I haven't seen enough of the movies to actually rank it, Yeah. It's certainly my least favorite Batman movie I've seen, but I haven't seen the ones that are supposedly truly awful, like Batman and Robin. I've been preserved. I mean,
yeah, it's a bad movie.
And I also want to put into perspective how bad this movie is.
It's hilarious.
I don't even really love the Batman movies by Christopher Nolan. I like them. I like The Dark Knight. The other ones are okay. They're okay movies, They're probably overall some of my least favorite Christopher Nolan movies. And I don't love them. They're good though, So the fact that this is so distantly worse than all of the Christopher Nolan movies, which are already not my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I hate this movie. There's some okay parts, but it's just bad.
Overall, I don't like this movie, but I have a soft spot for Michael Keaton. And I like Jack Nicholson for the most part. It's almost like having Michael Keaton as Batman is almost like having Jeff Goldblum as Batman. It's pretty close. This doesn't make any sense.
I can't speak. Everyone should see this movie though. At the same time.
You have to.
Or just don't rent this movie, but go on YouTube and look up clips.
Just look up the museum scene. It's 8 minutes long. It's all you need.
That defines this movie. And then maybe look up the scene where they break into her apartment because you see Bruce go insane. It's
hilarious.
Those two scenes are this movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the podcast. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I had to suffer through that.
Ready for some more?
No.
But that's our show. We love you guys. Don't forget to head over to patreon.com/Futon Talks to give us some money so that we can start doing some cooler things. And because you're just a nice person that way.
That's right.
And if you want to be stingy, head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Futon Talks. Give us a like, comment, share with your friends. And just gotta thank Cody, Emmett, and John.
You guys are the best.
You guys are the best. We love you.
If you guys want to subject us to more Burton, once we get enough patrons, you guys can vote on what we do. You can make us watch Frankenweenie. We'll do it. If you vote on it, you can do that to me. Imagine the suffering you could cause.
Or The Corpse Bride.
That's where I draw the line. I feel like I should draw the line at Frankenweenie, but
yeah,
I already offered that. What if they make us do Nightmare Before Christmas? Chris will dress up as Jack Skellington. And I'll dress up as Frankenweenie.
Okay, we love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.